BBC One HD with Martine Croxall.
Good afternoon. Julian Assange, the founder of Wikileaks, who's refusing to leave the Ecuadorian Embassy in London, is expected to make his first public comment this afternoon on the diplomatic standoff that he's provoked. Mr Assange has been granted asylum by Ecuador, but Britain says it's obliged to extradite him to Sweden, where police want to question him about alleged sex offences. Mr Assange has denied the allegations. Caroline Hawley reports.
Outside the Ecuadorian Embassy, a handful of Julian Assange's supporters have already gathered to hear him speak. It's 2 months to the day since the Wikileaks founder walked into this building, starting a standoff that's turned into a diplomatic storm. On Thursday, Ecuador agreed to his asylum request. But Britain still says it's legally obliged to extradite him to Sweden, and police are poised to arrest him the moment he sets foot outside. So it's from this balcony, still on Ecuadorian soil and being specially prepared for the occasion, that he'll make his first public appearance since disappearing into the embassy in June. Julian Assange had just lost his appeal against extradition to Sweden over allegations of sex crimes. But it's extradition to the US over his release of classified documents that he says he really fears. Ecuador asked for guarantees that he wouldn't be extradited to the States. It didn't get them and was incensed by a warning from Britain last week that it could find a legal basis to enter Ecuador's embassy and arrest Mr Assange.
For us to accept these threats, did they think they were going to frighten us, discourage us? They don't know who they are dealing with, friends.
Whatever Julian Assange says from the embassy in London this afternoon, it's unlikely to put an end to this damaging diplomatic row. Caroline Hawley, BBC News.
Well, our correspondent Andrew Plant is outside the Ecuadorian Embassy now, and it's attracting a lot of attention, Andrew.
Martine, there is standing room only here outside the Ecuadorian Embassy right now. I can tell you there is huge international interest in this story. Camera crews all the way from Australia and South America here to see what will be Julian Assange's first public statement since he entered the Ecuadorian Embassy asking for asylum on June the 19th. We think it will come from the balcony there. A workman has been taking the outside door off this morning, and we've seen a speaker system delivered, a public address system to get his message across to all the people waiting outside here. Effectively, he's been left with only two options. That is either to stay inside the Ecuadorian Embassy indefinitely or to come out, and he would face then arrest by UK police and extradition to Sweden. Now, interestingly, one of the conditions of granting asylum by Ecuador was that he make no political statements while in the Ecuadorian Embassy. So what he's going to say in that statement is still fairly unclear. We should find out at 2 o'clock, but enormous interest here for what will be the first time anybody's heard from him publicly in 2 months.
Andrew, thank you very much. Andrew Plant at the Ecuadorian Embassy.